Tom,
been?
Crep Chief Notify.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've had the boys on the channel.
Yeah.
Will, Milo. Do you know what? There's too many of them to name. Crep Chief Notify. Let's call it like that.
The boys.
Yeah?
Lads.
Great lads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love them to bits. Up in Manchester. Whenever I go to Manchester, I'll go and see them.
Yeah, they're chaos.
I've heard their side of the story of, how they started, how they got the name off you. I'll ask you something here. So they approached you with the intention of buying the account, Crep Chief, right?
Yeah.
What was your first thoughts?
So my first thoughts, it started, I was like, in my city job, sitting in a room full of people that I had no interest in talking to, thinking, I can't just be doing this for the rest of my life. Things are going out all right on the outside, but I want more. I want to make more money.
Yeah.
And there were these resellers, like flipping trainers and Yeezy 350s, I think had just come out. So Turtle Doves and all that kind of... And reselling obviously existed before the Yeezys, but Yeezy thing was the kind of thing that first really hit home, because I was like, $2,500 for a pair of pieces of foam.
Taking the piss, yeah.
So I started the Crep Chief business with my friend Aaron, who I'm still in business with across a load of different things. We talk every day.
You win Emoji Fresh with him as well,
Emoji
right?
Fresh, Mr. AP on Instagram. Great guy.
Due to get him on soon as well.
Yeah, he's a wicked guy. He's really cool. And he's one of the few people that I've known for that long that has never wronged me. He's always done exactly what he said he was going to do. He's completely trustworthy. In this day and age, I meet so many people that are just out for something and I can't trust, and he's just mega. Anyway, so we started that business together, and he builds websites. So he built the website for it, and we had a system whereby we had some 18-year-old young lad working for us that knew the trainer market inside out. He was on all the Facebook things that were going on. He knew what the buy price of these trainers were on the resale market and what the flip price was that you could sell to
what you could make.
Footballers and punters and whatever that would just go on. So anyway, cut long story short, we started that Crep Chief business, which is basically just, if someone would go on the website and they'd see 200 pairs of the most popular trainers on there at varying prices. We'd adjust the prices almost on a daily basis. Well, this young lad would, and Aaron would be on the website stuff, and I would just be doing the punting.
Yeah.
And we launched it on Boxing Day 2018. I think it was 2018, Boxing Day. And we did 140 grand's worth of business in the first day.
In the first day?
And we then had to buy 140 odd grand's worth of trainers. We had to source these trainers, this young lad did.
Yeah.
But what we had was Shopify. They were like, right, this new business has started, 140 grand flowing through it in the first few hours.
Yes.
We didn't know these guys from Adam 2 weeks ago, and now suddenly it's 140 grand. They held our money. And we never held stock.
What did you think? There was some sort of dodgy thing going on?
A lot of these places, they're on algorithms. It's automated. There's no thought process. It's just limit, reach, lock it in.
Yeah.
So we had our funds frozen. A lot of people that paid for trainers. This is Boxing Day. I mean, trying to chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
We had the LDM launch 5 days later. That not going according to plan.
Yeah.
Not in a great place. And these sods, they locked our money in. I think it was Shopify, Stripe, or one of these bloody platforms. Anyway, cut long story short, that kind of consignment, that kind of business model didn't work, because what they wanted to see that we'd bought stock and then we'd sold it, not we'd got a load of money and then we were buying stuff with people's money. Yeah, which is okay to do. That works. It's just sourcing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's absolutely fine. The stock is there. You just don't own it yet.
Yeah.
But anyway, we realised that was a very stressful way to do things. Everyone got their money back almost immediately.
That must have been a very stressful time.
Wasn't much fun.
Yeah.
Aaron and I had no fun. And there was quite a public falling out with someone that was public online at the time, that did his best on the day it launched as well to ruin that business, because we had fallen out. I haven't spoken to him in years. I mean, I'm sure it's fine now.
Any name drops?
No. I can't be bothered with it all again. I honestly can't be bothered. I don't think he'd be bothered either.
Any off camera?
I'll tell you when the cameras are properly off.
Yeah.
But no bad blood there. But he, for whatever reason, we fell out. But he started, and he had a bit of a following. He started saying on the same day as well, oh, they're selling fake trainers, just to ruin the business. So yeah, it was a cluster FUCK. And yeah, that didn't go particularly well. But what we had we had a resale brand. Can we hear that or not? There's some chaos downstairs.
A little bit. Should be all right.
Sorry, I can't tell them to shut up. They'll tell us to get out.
Yeah.
So effectively, we had this resale brand. We had about 10, 12,000 followers on this Instagram account of people that wanted to buy trainers at inflated prices and couldn't be bothered to go and source them themselves. They just wanted the trainers there and then. And we realised that our model didn't work. We didn't want to buy stock. We didn't want to sink 300 grand into a load of stock.
Yeah, of course.
We thought, well, we've got this Instagram account. Let's just chill and just hold fire. But what we'd done by launching that business, we made such a name in that kind of world. You're in the resale world, you couldn't avoid what we'd done.
Yeah.
And we'd just come out of nowhere. And a short time later, the boys, the Crep Chief boys, they approached me and they said, can we buy your Instagram account? And Aaron and I weren't doing anything with it. We just still had it. We were like, we can't be bothered with this business. It was probably 10, 12,000, maybe 15,000.
Still good, yeah.
I mean, how many customers do you need in your business a year when you're making a couple $100 on a pair of trainers? You don't need 20,000 customers in a year. You need 500.
Yeah.
So 10 to 15,000 followers, more than enough. So anyway, they gave us $5 grand for the account, $2 grand. I genuinely can't remember.
Yeah.
But when I met them to do the transfer, I said, right, tell me more about how these trainers are sourced, because we didn't really ask our young lad, who's useless as well. We got rid of him. We didn't really ask him how he was sourcing all this stuff. He was like, Facebook, or I'm in WhatsApp groups or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes a bit of sense. But I said, drill into it. How can you confidently say you can source anything for anyone? And they said, there's these things called cooking groups. They're on Facebook, they're on WhatsApp. Basically, you'll have 20, 30 people in a group, and you'll all just get hold of stuff and just churn it and basically just market make within these things.
Yeah.
And I said, well, hang about, can't we just charge people a monthly fee and basically give people the information to then make money with?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, well, no one's done that. And I was like, yeah, let's just try and chuck 10,000 people in, paying £30 a month, but make sure they're getting the best quality information
they can get,
and cut out that guesswork, that risk, and the time element, and just ping notifications to people's to people's phones.
I've used it and it's so simple and so easy to make money. I mean, I'll be honest, I've turned a couple of PS5s, a couple of Xboxes.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
It's easy.
And the amount of people I go, well, they say, it was that simple. Everyone would be doing it. And in my head, I think everyone should be doing it. If you've got time and you sit and watch 4 hours of TV every single night and you can tell me what's happening concurrently in 4 different TV series, you have too much time on your hands and you should never be moaning about not making enough money. You should never be moaning about your bills and whatnot. I mean, within reason, obviously, people are going to take that the wrong way and probably go for me there. But
still, if you got the time to watching TV,
sat watching TV
those
for hours
4 hours
every
single night, you could easily make $2 to $3 grand a month extra.
Easy peasy. And the amount of people that are out there that think one income's enough and they think that their one income should always wipe out their outgoings and give them disposable on top. Mm-hmm. The fact that it has been for however long I can remember for most people is just pure luck. I've always thought on a basis, have as many incomes as possible, and you're probably all right. But I think now we're realizing that one income isn't necessarily enough. Job security isn't necessarily a thing. Even if you're on PAYE, you're not even doing contract work. And it is genuinely that easy. And I think it's quite a hard sell because it is so simple.
Yeah.
There's not much to explain other than just buy what you're told to buy and sell it for a profit. That's literally it.
I think the thing that makes it difficult nowadays to market it like that, as simple as it is, I think the thing that makes it difficult is things outside of the business. When you see people on Instagram flexing this and that, or living a rich life and everything.
Yeah, very definitely.
And that plays a part into how people perceive the business.
We've gone through an era of Forex people on their MacBooks in their water villas in Maldives that they've gone to the night. They've gone there for the night, got a year's worth of content and gone home again. We've gone through a whole phase of that where people seem to be being flashy online are instantly treated with distrust, and I actually think 9 times out of 10 you're probably on the money for distrusting people that are showing off excessively. But myself obviously excluded from that. But with the Crepchi stuff, you make 50 quid a day out of it. It's not that glamorous. You're packaging stuff, you're sending it to a post office. Is that glamorous? Is that the Instagram flexing life? Are you in Dubai with 40 Lambos? No, you're not.
Yeah.
But you make 50 quid a day, that's £1,500 a month.
Yeah.
Happy days. And that's, your national average salary right there.
Yeah, it's nothing,
But a lot of people think they're above doing that and they think, I should be churning thousands a day out of doing sod all. And actually, you need to start at your 50 quid a day, your 30 quid a day, 20 quid on a deal here and there and everywhere. And at the end of the month, put it in a spreadsheet, add it up.
Yeah. and then you
You'd be
never know
amazed.
where you get. Yeah,
Do 3 things like that you're making 50 quid a day 3 times every single day. You know, I can't count, but that's a lot of money.
No, it
That's
is, yeah.
1,500 quid times 3, whatever the hell that is. So, 4.5 grand a month.
yeah. There you go. Yeah, you got it before
But
me.
if you think 150 quid a day, it's a great day, but you don't think, my God, that's, 60 grand a year, do you?
This episode is brought to you by Sonomos. Now, if you don't already know about Sonomos, I don't know where you've been because they got some of the nicest and most long-lasting perfumes out there. One of my top favorites is the Arabian Nights oil, and just a couple drops to keep you smelling fresh the whole day. Sonomos have got stores all over the UK, so chances are wherever you're watching this from, they've probably got a store near you, and if not, they're also online based as well. So there's no reason for you not to get it. And if you don't know what fragrance you want to get, I suggest going to the store, checking them all out, and seeing which one you like the most. So get your Sonomos fix today and use the code CEOCAST15 for 15% off your purchase.
Yeah, no, even if you're doing a couple like £500 a week, like let's say that's a couple $100 grand.
It's a joke.
And where's like the UK average salary right now? I think it's about 35 grand. People haven't got much disposable income off of one job. So let's just say you got business inside and you've left your job. Around the average salary still, that extra cash you could be making from CCN that extra cash goes a long way.
Yeah, 100%. And in lockdown, it was actually really, really nice. I got so many nice stories from people saying, I've lost my job, my partner's lost their job, I'm on furlough, we didn't have enough. And actually, I had a few extra hours in the day. I was curious. I thought, surely it's too good to be true. I'm just going to have a look. I'm going to sign up. And if it's crap, I'm going to abuse you. But actually, I've made 1,500 quid this month. We're going on holiday next week.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a miracle cure. You're not going to be a millionaire from it. But actually, if you do that with your spare time, get your partner on it. If you've got a partner that's on maternity leave or whatever, obviously they're busy with a baby. Actually, that's a terrible example. But you've got someone in your household that works sort of contract work and has lulls between things. It's a great flexible way to make money.
Yeah,
or if you're
course.
just a relentless pig when you get home, if you don't like sleeping or watching TV or eating dinner, just work through the night.
Yeah. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Tom, I'm going to ask you one last thing before you go, right?
Go.
Now, obviously, you document everything you do. Yeah, you document the watches that you have, you document the cars that you have. And there's one problem. I've obviously got my car. You've seen it outside, bright yellow. Don't know why I've done it bright yellow.
It's good. I like it.
I appreciate that, but there's one problem with it. I park it on a driveway, so people now recognize the driveway, recognize where I live. So now I've had to start parking the car elsewhere, right?
Yeah.
So my question to you is, we live in a dangerous world. So how do you manage it? Your cars. Everyone knows your cars.
Yeah.
If they see the SLS, they've seen the plate. That's TG.
Yep.
If it's the wrong person seeing it, that's TG. He might be wearing an AP. He might be having this. He might have a lot of cash on him.
I get followed. I see it. I've been relatively lucky